Hello. Hi there. Happy Friday. How are you doing today? Let's see who do we have on watching. Um, this is Anna Stropnik coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale. And I have a question for you. So my question is, do you ever feel like frustrated? You've been in a home-based business for quite a while and you're just not getting the results that you think you should be getting yet. If that's you, or like a part of it is you, this is going to be a video that is really hopefully going to help you. I will be sharing some tips on what not to do. And I'll be sharing you my story, because we all start somewhere, I'll share my story the way I started with my home-based business last year as well. So let's see, who do we have watching? You can type in where you're watching this from. You can say hi. I would love to see who's on today with us. Great. Okay, and if this is the first time you're ever watching any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik. I help people get healthy. I help them live longer. I also help them have more energy, better sleep, and reach their time and financial freedom as well. So let's start by, I'll start by telling you my story on how I first, what I first did when I got started in this industry, in this profession. So after I heard about like the most amazing product and what it can do to my health and just like my energy and my well-being, and it's just also a revolutionary thing in anti-aging, so I was really excited about that, and immediately I thought of people who it can help, and also my other thing was I learned about the business side, or the possibility of the income, of lifestyle, of time freedom that you can create in this profession that I never knew existed. And I must say, I'm like kind of like a newbie. I knew of people who did that, and I never like really took time to understand what it really entails and how it's done, and I just never thought that I was the kind of person for that either. I'm like more like introvert person, and I'm not like really easy like to make friends and to like talk to people and to approach people and to approach friends. I wasn't like a social butterfly either. So I just thought, you know, maybe it's not something that I'm gonna be successful at either. But anyway, but what I learned about this profession definitely like intrigued me on what possibilities it can do for us. So this is how when I first started, I immediately thought of like 10 or like maybe a little bit more of my closest friends that I spent most of my time with, and those were people that really needed help in a certain area of their lives. So like most of them either like were broke or going through like divorce or health issues, or working too much, but then also so besides like the problems that I saw, but I also saw a potential in quite a few of them that could actually do this business with me and could be quite successful. So I was really excited. And my approach was not the best one at all, because I had no idea what I was doing. But you just got to start somewhere, and you're terrible at first. And my tip, and that's something that I did last night, and I did that prior, like few months ago as well, is I went ahead and I apologized to people who I approached when I was first starting in this business and when I didn't know any better, because I just thought that everyone is gonna get it like straight away, like how I see this and how I see this possibility. But I didn't take into consideration that some people like you know, are not maybe educated enough about the industry and ignorant about it, just the way I was when I first started, or before I started. The other thing is, I never took time to like really explain properly what is it and why I decided to take this route, and how I see my future and my vision with this. I was more into like, oh, you know, but this can help you with this, and this could help you with that, and you would be so great at this, and blah blah. And I'm sure like some of you can recognize yourself in this as well. It's not like the best approach at all. So you gotta go back and apologize to people, because not everybody is going to see your vision. Not everybody is going to like want to do this. I mean, there's certain professions that I don't want to do in my life, and it's okay. It's okay for people to say no to you, and that's not the reason why you shouldn't stay friends with them. So if you left your relationships that mean a lot to you kind of unfinished, when people are like avoiding you and like not responding to your messages, go back and apologize, because it's quite important. I would rather stay friends, and I don't have to have every single person. I need people, but I don't need every single person in my business with me, and I can have relationships outside of my business. You know, it's quite important to go there, apologize, and rebuild that relationship, because it really is us that have hurt it just with having that like inexperience and having that wrong approach. Just say, you know, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize. You know, I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, I still am doing it. I'm doing great with it, but I completely understand that this is not something for you, and move on, you know. And hopefully, like, you will be rebuilding those friendships again. So let's talk about the other thing. Okay, so I wanted to say, talk about like the things like not to do. So that's one of them. So just like the approach that is not like the best one, you know, just don't go like for the kill, like don't do that, you know, and don't be like over explaining. So how do we properly approach people in this profession? So one tip I want to give you is be the messenger and not the message. So you're going to be the messenger. So if it is a video or article or a tool, anything that you want to show, your job is to invite and to show them. Your job is not to explain the tool. Okay, does that make sense? The same thing, if you're inviting somebody for a presentation, webinar, online webinar, whatever it is, event, don't go and explain what it's going to be about. You know, you're the messenger. All you need to do is invite. So your invitation should be something like, you know, I thought of you because of like certain strings that you think would benefit them, and are you available at this time and this date, and that's it, and leave it at that. So that's how you are a messenger and not the message. So that's really, really important. So that's one thing like not to do. And if you want to create success, you know, look back, take the inventory on how you're making these invites and see if there's something that you need to correct. Number 2 is let me see. Yeah, so number 2, it was something different that I thought, but anyway, this is what I have on my list, is don't stop after you talk to like 10 of your closest people. I mean, don't stop, you know, you may have like you just don't know, like out of these 10 people, maybe like 5 will want to join you on your journey in your business, maybe none, you know, but like lots of people like get discouraged after you get like rejected and ridiculed and whatever. They just like, oh, you know, this is just not for me, and they give up after like talking to like 10 people or less. And it's you're missing out. Go back to your why. Go back why you started, why you saw this as an opportunity for yourself, and just don't stop there. So if it's like those 10 people, like just go talk to 10 people a day. Talk to 10 people a day. You will learn skills on how to find 10 people to talk to every single day. So don't think of like, oh, I have like 100 people that I know, or whatever, 200, 500 and after you're done, like, what am I going to do after I talk to all of them? That's a skill to learn. You will find ways to exactly build relationships. You will find ways to find new people to talk to. So don't stop with that. So if your friends and family said no, like if everybody like you talked to said no, not a big deal. Now you have a huge market of new friendships and new people that you can do this business with. It's not a problem. It's even better. So what? This business is like not. It doesn't have to be among our friends and family. Some people have built like huge businesses just with their closest friends, but some like don't have like great relationships, and or more like don't have like a good rapport with their friends. And when they're like coming to them and saying, oh, let's make money together, and they're like, who are you to tell me? So if you don't have like good like the people like look up to you in your circle of friends, it's ideal for you to actually go and reach out to your people that you don't know, because they don't know your history. So it's probably like the best way to go. So then another thing not to do is, okay, so we already talked about like be the messenger, not the message, but also like talking to enough people and saying too much, and then also like to you're gonna have to learn your skills, and how you're gonna learn your skills is by doing. So it's funny, but the skills that you need to learn are actually like you wouldn't think those are skills, but skills are talking to people, skills are in inviting, skills are in how you're following up, how you are finding people to talk to. That's another skill. So there's just a tons of skills that we need to master as well. So then, okay, so lots of people will decide, okay, this is like not for me, but I joined this, and let me try out how this is going to work on Facebook or on social media, because I'm not having lots of success like talking to people and doing events and doing like home meetings and whatever. And okay, let's try to do Facebook. And then again, they will do it the wrong way, like started like slamming their product every chance they can, or like sending like their websites in a Facebook Messenger to people that they don't know. So another like not to do. So don't do that on your Facebook. Facebook is a social network. It's where we create friends, we create relationships there. So it's definitely not the place to just like slam people with your business opportunity product. Build relationships and build to that, totally okay. But if you're like gonna be pushy and like salesy, people are just gonna unfollow you, block you. Even your friends will start start unfollowing you, and you will have no likes, no comments, and you will feel like, what's going on? This like clearly doesn't work either. So there are better ways on how to build on social media and how to build those relationships as well. So I must say, like every single day I will get a message, and that would be like the first message from someone, and I will get the link to something, and I'm like, oh, because like think about how you would feel when something like this happens to you, because when you're on a messenger or on chat on Facebook, for instance, and you receive a message, you're going to get to it when you have time, you know, when it's a good time for you. So it's always kind of, you know, when you get that message with like a link, you know, I really don't have time for this right now. But you know, if they ask me, if they can send me information, when can you review it by, you know, okay, that sounds much better, you know, oh yeah, I can look at it like tonight, or like in a few hours, or I can watch it tomorrow, whatever, while I'm doing something else. You know, you make that time to watch it, and it doesn't seem like so in your face. So there's definitely better ways to do it. Yeah, so that's just something like, don't do it. And yeah, so hopefully this was helpful to some of you, and if you'd like to know more, I would love to talk to you about like different ways and how I found my success on social media, and like offline as well, because I've been doing it for quite a few months now, and I've created some success. So I would love to have conversations, and personal message me anytime. I would love to chat, and hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you again tomorrow. Happy Friday again.